Hello, my name is Danny Mork, aka MORKERMAN. I am a graphic designer. I'm a freelance illustrator and cartoonist, currently living in Indianapolis, but from the great state of Wisconsin, here with ToasterBoy to answer 10 questions for you.
How do you relax?
How do I relax? The nice cold one that you drop on the floor. I take off my pants. I lie down on my bed, and I take out my phone. I lay on my side for 4 hours, just scrolling through YouTube until I feel like crap, and then I get up and be productive. But that's the way I relax. No, in all honesty, I relax, I don't know. I sit down with my Switch. I usually have a cup of coffee, because I'm legitimately addicted. Usually play a video game or watch, I don't know, Chef for the 5th time. And then I will eat a massive spoonful of peanut butter and just kind of meld into the couch. And then I'll go up to my bed and watch 4 hours of YouTube. Because that's always how it ends, before I feel like a pile of dump.
What's your least favorite film genre?
Least favorite film genre. I like to say I'm a movie buff, but I'm like the type of movie buff who's seen every Tarantino movie, so not a movie buff. You know, I can't say I love romantic comedies, just because for a long time it was horror, because horror tropes became just so obvious and everything about them just became so boring and jump scary. I mean, Jordan Peele, I feel like has like changed that genre, and then movies since like 2015, 2016 have gotten substantially better. Romantic comedies have gone way down there, starting in 2000. I don't know. I mean, I love like anything from the 80s. Harry Met Sally. I don't know. You've Got Mail has its charm. Like there's a charm with romantic comedies in the 80s and 90s that were cheesy, and then they were just like cash grabby now. So maybe I'm just cynical, and maybe I just don't like love, or to laugh. I like to laugh at love though.
What city left the biggest impression on you?
Gatlinburg. I mean, Gatlinburg, if anybody out there has been to the Wisconsin Dells, that's like touristy crap on every corner, and then there's like a couple of water parks. Gatlinburg's like that on crack. And it's like, it made me realize just because like it's famous and it's great and it's big and bright and brash and there's mountains and Dollywood over there, doesn't mean it's fun. I never want to go back to a place like that. I think that was also at a place where I really want to be in a big city, and I really want to be like in a place where like there was a lot going on at all times, and I wanted to like have stuff to do all the time. And then I went to Gatlinburg when I was like 15, and that sucked, and I never wanted to go back to anywhere like that again. I went to New York, and that wasn't even overstimulating. Like I think after that made me realize I'd never want to be in a city again. City feel, I guess. It just sucked. Gatlinburg sucks. Don't go to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. If you live in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, I'm sorry, but your city sucks. I don't like it.
YOLO or Carpe Diem?
YOLO.
Favorite aisle at the grocery store?
I just like to eat. I like to go to the grocery store. I'm the weird person who actually likes to like spend 2 hours at a grocery store because I like the puzzle of figuring it out. But I tend to spend the most time in like I shop at a lot at Whole Foods because I'm a bougie fuck. Sue me. I like to spend time in the bulk aisle because I like to measure out all my nuts and then all my rice and then all my flour and then make one amazing dish from that. And I grab my bags and grab a handful of nuts and put that in the bag, and then I put it in my cart, and then I'm like, I measured that out, and then I write on it, and then I go to the almonds, and then I get all my almonds, and then I get my jasmine rice, and then my red lentils and all that. I spend a lot of time in the bulk aisle now that I think about it. too much. I'm there for like 15 minutes, and then people are probably just watching me, or like the workers there. I like to buy it in bulk. If there's like a bag tier list, like a plastic bag tier list, like Target would be like S tier, and then like these Whole Foods bags would be like D or F tier, because there's just like, it's like a produce bag. That needs to be done. A bag tier list, like a grocery store, like a retail bag tier list. Make it happen.
Are hot dogs sandwiches?
You know, this is one of those problems that has come up within the last couple of years that shouldn't exist, but I've heard it more than I probably should. I'll probably say this is a conversation I've had this week. Yes, hot dogs are sandwiches. You think of a submarine sandwich. You open it up, it's like a bun. You don't open it fully. You close it back up. You go to Subway, you go to Jimmy John's, you go to whatever. That is a sandwich. A hot dog is a sandwich because you still put something in between a bun you could close up. If you put a hot dog in a submarine sandwich, it is still a submarine sandwich with a hot dog in it. If you put meat and cheese and whatever else in a hot dog bun, it is a sandwich. Hot take, I don't know. I used to listen to a podcast called The Sporkful. They talk about weird food questions and topics and just random shit that nobody should ever care about, but they debate about this stuff. And one, like, they had a 50-minute podcast on that one question, and I listened to all of it because I spend my time wisely.
When was the last time you challenged yourself to try something brand new?
I'm a very comfortable person. I like to stay inside my warm little box where nothing bad ever happens. But to try something new, I mean, I don't like to leave where I feel good. So like, I used to live in Madison. I used to be in Wisconsinite for 23 years, and then I moved down to Indiana. And nobody likes Indiana. Indiana is just that boring state no one ever talks about. Or when they talk about it, it's just like, I drove through there once. But I moved down there at the beginning of this year, at the beginning of 2019, and that was the biggest challenge because I was like completely going out of my comfort zone. I was leaving where everything was good. I was leaving Badger Club beer for Indiana. I mean, that was the biggest challenge there is. But I mean, yeah, that was pretty hard because I was literally leaving all my friends, basically all my family, my job, to go start anew, and that's hard for anybody. So, I mean, that was probably the biggest like challenge I've taken in a while. I could also say small stuff like eating sashimi, but no, I'd say that.
Favorite non-English word or phrase?
I'm an American nationalist. I don't speak any other country words. I speak American. I don't know. I've always liked the word Schadenfreude, because of what it means and then what it is. I like watching Schadenfreude when I'm sitting on my bed at night for 4 hours on YouTube. I watch a lot of Schadenfreude videos, Schadenfreude vines. I don't know, Schadenfreude.
The world now runs on video game logic. What's your first move?
I will rob the Bank of Switzerland, or the Swiss bank, wherever like all offshore offshore accounts are, where all that money is kept, by like doing Ocarina of Time, side jumping, and like no clipping into the wall, like speedrunning, where I somehow back and flip into the wall, and then I'm in this endless void, and then I walk into the wall, which is somehow water, and then for some reason a cutscene happens, and then all of a sudden I'm in the Bank of Switzerland, and then I just take all the money, and then I win the game, and then no one can get me, because then that's the end of the game. So I mean, I win, and then it goes off screen, it goes to black screen, and then whatever happens after that happens, but I won, so I don't know, sue me.
What is the most annoying sound?
The most annoying sound is at my parents' house. There is a water filter Well, they live out in the country and they don't do well water. They do filtered water. Their house is like an open concept, and their kitchen's right in the middle. Their water filter makes this high-pitched dog whistle-esque sound every time every time the sink is used. And my parents are old enough that they can't hear it, and I can, and my brother can, and my sister-in-law can whenever we're over for holidays. It's not that it's a bad sound, but it's annoying that we all have to live with it every time we visit their house. That is not a fun time, and that is why I moved away. That's why I moved out of Wisconsin, just to avoid that one annoying sound.
That was your first video.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank
How
you.
did it feel?
Not that bad.
Excellent.